this, okay? I'm cultivating mass. Stop saying that. You are not cultivating mass. And if you are, stop cultivating and start harvesting.
Hey guys, this is Beefcake, and I am going to be doing another tutorial on the Giants and Healers attack. Just like what you just heard, I like to use that as an analogy for the way that we should get better in Clash. You can cultivate mass all day long, but if you don't do anything with it, then it doesn't help you at all. So, using that as an analogy for your Sunny slash clashing skills, you should always be farming, but if you're farming and never learning how to use the skills that you're getting, the loot that you're getting, to apply that to your overall clashing, then you're not doing it right. So you should always be looking to get better, and in this particular case right now, this is a very low-level attack. It's not something that's going to be super hard for anybody to do. You should not be using this in war on anything higher than maybe a Town Hall 8 at the most. Usually if you're Town Hall 8-ish, this should not be the attack even for that. Giants are very slow. They're extremely vulnerable to traps. Walls actually do make a difference against the Giants' attack. And so what I would say to anybody who wants to use the Giants' attack for war, I hope you're a Town Hall 7, or that you're attacking a Town Hall 7. Because if you're any higher than that, you should be using a different type of attack that's more able to get a 3-star. But anyways, just so you guys can kind of see, I've actually been practicing it quite a bit for the last little bit. It's been a long time since I used the giant attack, just because it's again, it's not extremely effective. It's extremely costly. It's not a great way to play the regular game mode, because you're using a lot of elixir. Giants in general. Let's check this out. Giants in general, they're costing you 3,000 per giant, if you notice right there. So on average in a giant attack, you're using 16 to 20 giants at 3,000 a piece or 2,000 a piece, to whatever it's costing you. You're looking at 60,000 right there, 50 to 60,000. Then on top of that, you have to have spells. You have to have your archers, your healers. You're looking at 100,000 plus per attack. And it's not easy to be profitable, because you're not going to get 100% every time, especially on better bases. So, just so you can kind of see, I've attacked mostly Town Hall 9s and Town Hall 8s. A couple of Town Hall 10s just for fun here and there, but as you can tell, 97, 72, 72, 49, 100% there, 51, 69, 60, 54, 100%. I'm trying different things to try to get the skill, obviously, back, I guess you could say. Back in the day, that was my attack that I used before Hogs came out. That was the attack. But now it's very different. So let's go ahead and dive into it. We're going to use the 100% example because, I feel like I kind of got it down at that point. Now, before we really get into this, I just want to kind of point out some things about this base. So in war, guys, this is the only time you're going to be using this attack to really try to 100%, is during war. Now, if you notice this base, the biggest things about this base, it's pretty uniform as far as the air turrets go. That's the first things you're going to look at for giants, for a giant attack, giant and healers, is you need to find out where the air turrets are, because honestly, guys, this is a fantastic base to defend against the Giants' attack, because with the air turrets set up the way that they are, it is not easy to put healers on your Giants. Therefore, as you send the Giants in, they don't have a lot of protection. You can send the healers in for a minute, but they're going to get demolished immediately, because the Giants are not going to be able to get rid of all of those turrets. Plus, for Town Hall 8, the turrets are actually decently developed. They're not weak turrets, so they're going to demolish your healers almost instantly. So what we're really looking at on this on any preparation for a Giants healer's attack is you're going to look at a couple things. Number one, look at where the air turrets are, which we've already noticed they're set up in the middle. They're spread out just a little bit. They're not in the same compartment as far as per thing of walls. So they each have their own compartment, which means the Giants are going to have to break through each one to get to each turret. Sorry, guys, I've had some crazy allergies tonight. So if you hear me sniffling or sneezing or whatever, just, get over it. But anyway, so that's the first thing you look at is the air turrets and where those are located. So then you have to look at the clan castle, because now getting ready to attack, you have to think Giants. It's a slow attack. It is so slow. It takes forever. And so unless you can move those suckers through super fast, you're getting stuck at every wall. It's a pain. So you have got to do something fast about your initial part of your attack. It's going to be quick. Okay, if it's not, then you're going to run out of time. Again, in the attacks that I showed you before on my previous attacks, if you notice those percentages, it was 50, 60, 70, 80% on some of them. I didn't have any attacks where I died completely. I had attacks where they simply did not move fast enough to get through the base. So, you have to be mindful of time. So you're looking at this guy right here. He's got his clan castle out to the side, which is fantastic. It's in a place where we can easily draw it out. If you'll notice, I've already put a couple archers in. They died instantly, but nothing came out of the clan castle. So, it's a good thing for my attack. I'm glad that he didn't have anything in the clan castle. However, being that this is a demonstration and a tutorial, I kind of wish he did have something in there so that I could show you, how to react when the initial clan castle troops come out. Because you cannot hesitate, guys. As soon as they come out and you start engaging them there at that location, you have got to start launching your Giants immediately on the bottom and then continue with some archers up top until you've taken out the clan castle. So, anyways, knowing that there was nothing coming out of that clan castle now, that's fantastic. So, anyways, okay. So that's the second thing we notice before we do any attack, obviously. The last thing is the king, the heroes. Whatever heroes they might have, if you're using a Giants attack and you're attacking somebody who has an archer queen, you're a moron. That's the stupidest thing you could possibly do. Do not do a Giants attack when they have an archer queen. It's absolutely worthless. They are too high ranked to be trying to do a Giants attack. Unless their base is just the most underdeveloped Town Hall 9 or Town Hall 10 that you could possibly think of, do not use a Giants attack on somebody that actually has an archer queen. Okay? Most people have the Barbarian King at, whatever level, Town Hall 8. And so, you're going to get used to seeing that at that level. But once they start getting into the archer queen type stuff, chances are, the troops, everything that you're going to throw at them, it's just not going to be enough with just Giants and healers and archers. Okay, it's not going to be enough. So, anyways, so when I say heroes in this, I mean the Giant or the Barbarian King. So, anyways, the Barbarian King is on the side. One thing we want to look at the initial attack point is we want to make sure that we attack away from the hero or directly at him. The hard part about attacking directly at a hero, though, with Giants, is that you're basically saying, hey, I'm going to sacrifice one or two of these Giants just to get that hero. Now, I prefer to not do that. I would much rather send my Giants in at a location where the hero is not going to be coming over until, until the giants get a lot closer. And at that point, hopefully, they've destroyed most of the base, and they only have that last section left. A long time ago, when the heroes could actually follow your troops across the whole map, it was a whole different story. You could put one or two archers there, alert the king, alert the queen, whatever it was, and you could draw them way out to the side. You could kill them. Okay? Now that the hero cannot go anywhere, that's actually a good thing for this type of attack, because again, it is a slow attack. You don't have time to draw a hero all the way out to the side of the base and, you know, dispose of them there. It just takes too much time. So, again, first thing, find the air turrets. Number 2, find the clan castle location. Find out the easiest way to draw it out. And number 3, find out where the barbarian king is, to see, you know, to judge really where you want to launch your giants. Now, in this case, guys, I'm looking at, you know, obviously it's like a triangle type effect here. If you'll notice the clan castle here on the top right, top left, you're looking at the barbarian king, and then this air turret here, in my opinion, is the easiest to get to. So we kind of have that little triangle of locations. So what I'm thinking is we're going to spread a couple archers here on top, see if we can draw out that clan castle. It's obviously on top. It's not in the place that I would prefer to launch the giants. So now that I know that there's not anything up there, that's good for this particular attack. So I'm going to go ahead and launch my giants on the bottom. So as soon as I see that there's nothing up there, I immediately launch the giants. Now, guys, you just saw that bomb go off. Something you need to remember about giants, they absolutely can take a ton of damage. You do not have to worry when 1 or 2 bombs go off. You don't have to worry that, you know, that they're taking a little bit of damage. If you'll notice, they're half life right now. You know, I'm not panicking at all. So I'm waiting till they get to that first turret. I go ahead and let them take it out. I use a couple of wall breakers here and there just to kind of smash up those walls, give my troops a little more breathing room, so if they need to walk around things, they can. Okay, now right here, guys, one thing you just saw was the healers, when they come in, they heal the giants, and they're able to get them back to full health almost immediately. Okay, giants clump together. Makes it very easy for healers. I always use 3 healers. I have a lot more camp space, so you know it does help. But I feel like 3 healers is essential because now with the bombs, the air bombs, and everything else, you cannot afford to lose that immediate effect of being able to heal all the giants super fast. Okay, the one healer just doesn't do it. So if I was to use just 2 healers and immediately a black bomb pops up and takes out one of the healers, then I'm stuck with just the one. It doesn't do what I need it to do. So I always use 3, and immediately, as you saw, when I launched in that healer, or the healers, the 3 healers, they took the giants from probably a quarter of their life to fully healthy, like full 100% health, almost instantly. Okay? Now, as these giants get a little bit closer to this next turret, I absolutely have to hurry them through that wall. Otherwise, you know, the air turret is going to take out my healers, which it's going to anyways. In this base, again, like I told you guys, with those turrets set up in the middle like that, you're pretty much screwed from the beginning with the healers. You're only going to get maybe 1 or 2 regenerations of health from these healers because there's just no way to avoid those turrets. However, you know, in this particular case, like I said, you're going to send them in. You just got to take your chances. That's how it goes. And you have to rage those giants at the right times so that you can try to get as much life out of those healers as possible before they are, you know, destroyed. So, anyways, let's go ahead and let it go through a little bit. if you'll notice, I started launching a few archers down here just to kind of clean up. Archers are not meant to win your battle for you guys. They're absolutely not meant to win the battle. They get taken out in one shot from anything almost nowadays. So, Teslas, archers, or archer towers, cannons, any of these things, they're going to take out your archers fast. But your biggest enemy is going to be the wizard towers and the mortars. So when you start dropping these guys, you have got to just be super careful to put them in the right spots and make sure that they're not being targeted ever. You need every last one of these archers. Notice, after you've made a ton of giants, they take up a lot of space. So I only have room for, I just tried to zoom the screen to see the archer count down there. Yep, I'm dumb. Okay, so that 79 archers left after I've done a few there. It's tough to use those guys effectively if you're losing 40 or 50 of them right out of the beginning, which, again, if there's clan castle troops, that's what happens. So, now that I've got the giants in there, that's your attacker. You're not trying to use the archers to win the battle, okay? So I'm spreading the archers along the side. I never clump them up because, again, if they get in the wrong spot, a mortar happens to hit them, it just destroys your entire attack with one shot. So never, ever, ever clump your archers together, ever. Okay? So I just raised the giants. They're going to blow through a couple walls. My healers are going to heal them a few times. Probably going to get taken out by that last air turret. But at that point, at least the giants will have done enough damage that I can really start bringing in that support troop, that archer from the side. Okay? So you see them going through. They take out that next turret. They kind of move in. There's a bomb. Takes that one out. Takes out the rest. Done. So now my giants are on their own. But the healers luckily did their job and healed them to, most of them to full health. So I still have quite a few that are doing work. Now, if you noticed, again, I'm spreading the archers, bringing them in, trying to make sure that they're targeting those side buildings. And as the giants move through, guys, notice as they move through, that's when I launch the archers there, because everything else is targeting the giants. They're not targeting the archers. So the archers can come up and they can support. Now, if I do that, notice that wizard right there. It's just, taking those archers out like nothing, because the giants had not fully gotten there yet. So, anyways, now that I see that I've kind of cleaned out most of the base, the archers are moving into the middle, I go ahead and launch my clan castle. The clan castle, happen to have some max wizards and max giants, a couple archers there. So, they're doing work. And kind of coming in on the rest. Luckily, some of that stuff was targeting the giants, actually. And the wizards stayed safe. And were able to clean up some of the extra defensive things. And at this point, it's just, it's a waiting game. It was a pretty fast attack. I think I had plenty of time left on the clock. I had almost a minute left, I believe, maybe 30, 45 seconds or something like that at the very least. So, let's watch it one more time and go through it once more. So, try to lure out the clan castle. Nothing. As soon as I see that, instantly going down to the bottom, launching my giants exactly where I wanted to launch them. Pretty sure there's going to be a bomb there because of the gap, but I wasn't worried about it because it's giants. So I send these guys right in, throw in a few wall breakers just to kind of help them out, get them going. Take out that little area. I'm not worried about their health as much. They're still at half health. That's a lot of health, especially for these maxed out guys. As soon as they're through, send in those healers. Instantly, back up to full health. Just absolutely fantastic. Start adding in a few support troops. Okay, notice there's nothing down there. There's no defensive buildings to really take out those archers other than that Tesla. So, with that being said, those archers are just happy, free, just taking care of business. Raged the Giants when they got close to that other air turret, kind of pushed them through. And if you guys notice, I only used 2 spells during this attack. Normally, you'll have 3 spells at least. I prefer to use 2 rages and a heal. Now, the heal comes in handy when those healers die, or in the very beginning, if the very first turret is a very hard turret to get to. I'll usually use that to help the Giants where it's needed the most. But the rages, they have to be used to get to the air turrets after you've launched healers, and obviously if they're stuck in a bind, especially with some of the walls type situations, Giants are very slow already, so good walls hold them up for forever. So if they get stuck at a wall, you'll see me use a rage to get them through those walls to get to the next set of defensive buildings. Not much more to say about this, guys. Like I said, you should be cultivating your skills. You should be learning how to attack. It's great to farm all day long and loot. But if you have no clue how to 3-star a base, do these attacks. Practice them. Practice your strategy. Practice your skills. Take the troops that you're comfortable with and learn to use them. There are specific strategies. Stop trying to do these crazy random setups of troops that you're just randomly building. It doesn't make sense. You need to use specific strategies that are proven, that work, that make sense. Okay? Again, Giants and healers, it's a fantastic attack, but if you're trying to 3-star a base, you need to make sure that you're attacking something, Town Hall 8 and down. This is not the attack that you want to be using if you're trying to 3-star something, on the maxed out side of the Town Hall 8 or possibly the Town Hall 9 and up. It just doesn't make sense for that. It's too slow. There are too many buildings. It's too developed. There's too much defense. It just doesn't make sense. So hopefully you guys have learned something. I will be posting one more video on this. But take the ratio here and break it up into how you can use it. Obviously, I have 240 troops, but for you guys, what I want you to do is make sure that you're using between 15 and 20 Giants, use 3 healers, and then whatever's left, use archers. Okay, you don't have to use wall breakers, but it does help in certain circumstances with certain bases. So also make sure you're using your spells. Use at least 1 heal with 2 rages. If you do happen to have 4 spells or 5 spells, use an extra heal or an extra heal and a rage if you can. All right, guys, that's all for now. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and attack a couple more times with this attack, and I'm going to post those so that you can see how to do it on a different base. Give you a couple different examples, and hopefully that helps. All right, guys, clash on.